So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted the theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. CrazyCatLady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair educational for and entertainment purpose. It's like it's all they did. Well, those years ago. See? Now I don't want to do any more of it.
So, I just got done watching Inside Out 2 for a while. I didn't think I was going to even watch it when it was in theaters, but I did. So, it was really good. I am going to do spoilers in this movie, like I do usually, but probably won't be able to tell you guys everything. So, one part I did kind of already have spoiled for me. That was my favorite part in this movie, was a video game character that Riley liked. That was my favorite part. So this movie takes place when Riley's 13. So like about 1 year later than the first movie, and Riley is going to go to hockey camp with two of her friends who are now, both of them, going to be moving away to a different school, and it's only for this hockey camp thing is only for like a week. And Riley hits puberty in this movie really fast, and her emotions are really high, and they're not allowed to like put one finger on it without it going too far. And this is when we meet Anxiety. Now I don't really see Anxiety as the bad guy in this movie. She just mostly went about what she was doing the wrong way. I think she's just antagonizing. She's not the villain. I don't think this movie really had a villain like the first one didn't. I mean, you might, because by the end of the movie, she realized what she did was wrong by trying to make Riley the person she wanted Riley to be. So because she was trying to move Riley to make sure that she gets onto the hockey team, high school team, because she's in eighth or freshman. They keep on calling her freshman, but but she's in middle school, so it's kind of confusing, and it'd be weird for you being 13 and going to high school. Because I was in high school, I was a year ahead, but I always think of you like 14 or 15, and I do like the fact that there was an nostalgia joke in here twice, even though Riley's kind of too young for that. And they made reference down to her fact that she's too young for this. Like, you used to be back here, like 2 graduations away, which makes sense. You don't really start feeling nostalgia until you're like in as an adult. So yeah. So the new emotions that Riley gets in this movie are anxiety, embarrassment, envy, and ennui, which is, I guess, is French for boredom. And I guess we can also say sarcasm, because they do a whole entire sarcasm joke in this movie. It was really good. So around usually when she was like meeting a friend person like in high school that she really wants to be friends with, in order to get in the hockey team, she wants to get good as her, so she goes and hangs out with her more, and it makes her other friends doesn't hang out with her other friends that much. And eventually joy and the older emotions all get bottled up, because eventually we do bottle up our emotions a couple of times in our lives. All of us have. And there's also a new thing that was not in the first one, which is kind of weird. Riley's beliefs, like what she gives some belief, like, I want to be a good person. And eventually when that gets pulled out of her, anxiety is like making a new belief that eventually makes her believe that I am not good enough, and that like regret makes, and anxiety regrets that eventually, and she keeps on like Riley use a bunch of imagination, and they get the motions get locked up in like her secret vault thing where she keeps her secrets, and one is like a Blue's Clues character. This would kind of remind me of or Dora the Explorer character. I mean, it's not literally them, but it's like a rip off of them. And then we got the video game character that Riley has a crush on that is kind of like a weird version of Cloud, because he has a sword that's like Cloud. He doesn't even use the sword. So yeah, and it's just so funny because the fact that he's literally made of pixels. So yeah, and for somebody who loves a lot of video game characters and think they're hot, I can totally relate. Right, that one. I mean, the rest of her, I really can't relate. I'm not really into sports, so I'm not really into the whole entire hockey thing. I can understand wanting to be in with a popular crowd, the popular crew, but the other part I really can't relate to. And eventually, she does have an anxiety attack when after they'll get back up there and get back one of her beliefs that she is a good person back up there, and embarrassment mostly tries to help out. Sadness is up there trying to make sure they get inject back up there because they get pushed back down there, back where they were in the first movie, and they had to go back and get that belief because it gets injected into the back of your mind. So they go and find it. And when they get back up there, anxiety is like hitting her really badly because she's trying to hit a number of scores in order to get into number of points to get into the team. They literally make Riley want to steal this movie because one of the girls told her that in this red notebook it lets you know if she's gonna make it the team or not, and apparently it says no. So she wants to try and make more points than the senior girl did when she was a freshman, and she accidentally hits one of her older friends, who are moving by accident, and she gets put into the Pendley box, which she got put in at the beginning of the movie, and she did a good job dealing with that the first time, but not here, because she's not going to make the point like she wanted to, so anxiety is literally making her have an anxiety attack. So, and Joy goes in there to calm down anxiety and lets her know that it's gonna be okay if we don't make the team. We don't know what's gonna happen in the future, and we use like all these other memories help Riley down, and her two older friends go in there and ask her if she's okay because they saw her breathing really heavily like you do when you have an anxiety attack. So, and by the end of the movie, we don't really know if she gets on the team or not, but she like checks on her cell phone and she smiles, but so we think that she gets on the team, but it's not really clear. So, and there's not really a hint at like there's time going on after this, but like they did in the last one, she's a year older, but like we don't hear them say, our girl's 14 now, what's gonna happen? She's still 13 at the end of the movie. So, I did like it. It's really good. If you haven't seen it yet, go and see it. So, can't wait. And I think that Pixar is still alive, because a lot of people out there were worried for a while that Pixar might go away since the past few movies didn't make that much money. But not all of it was Pixar's fault. It was mostly the pandemic fault, and the other ones didn't make that much money afterwards. But this one definitely is. So it's not totally safe, but it's gonna get there. So yeah. So as long as they keep making movies like this one, They don't have to be sequels, but to keep making movies like this one, I think that would be good. So, like, I'm probably giving this one a 9 out of 10. Is it as good as the first one? I think it's pretty good. The first one was really good, though. So, yeah. So I'm gonna give you guys a like, favorite, and subscribe, and goodbye.